Hello, good morning. Si Kuya John po ito. Malapit na yung exam natin sa Napolcom PNP examination diyan sa Police Executive Service Eligibility Entrance and Promotional. Ngayong darating po na November 24, 2024. Countdown po 2 days na lang po. 2 araw na lang exam na ninyo. Ngayong umaga po ang topic natin na pag-aaralan po natin at pag-isi-share po natin itong mathematical formula. Kasi in any given examination, like dito sa Napolcom, PNP, Civil Service at saka even sa LIT, Licensure Examination for Teachers, lagi po kasama ito sa even entrance examination sa colleges and universities, kasama itong mathematical formula, yung speed, rate, and time. So para madali po ninyo ma-solve at mga problems na ibibigay nila, okay, kailangan po ma-memorize ninyo yung formula. Ma-memorize ninyo yung formula. Halimbawa, yung distance, kung bigyan kayo ng problem on how to solve distance, ang formula po ng distance equals speed times time. Ang keyword natin po dyan is DST. DST. Distance equals speed times time. Ngayon, how about naman po Kuya Jun yung time? Anong formula po natin ng time? Kung bigyan kayo ng problem about solving time. Yung time naman po, ang formula dyan is time equals distance over speed. Time, distance over speed. How about po yung speed naman? Ano ang formula po niyan? Ang speed equals distance over time. Speed is distance over time. Ano po? Ulitin po natin. Ang formula po ng distance equals speed times time. Yung time naman po equals distance over speed. Ang speed naman po equals distance over time. Okay? Para madali ninyo sagutan, you can easily detect what's missing on the question by looking at a given and its unit. Halimbawa, yung isa dyan hindi binibigay, madali ninyo ma-solve by using this formula. Halimbawa, example, yung distance. Pag speaking of distance, we are referring to kilometer, mi, etc. Yung speed naman, kph, kilometer per hour, mph, m is, etc. Yung time naman, pag sinabi natin time, equals an hour, minute, and seconds. Okay, magbibigay po tayo ng, alam ko ho, admittedly, aminin po natin sa hindi, makarami po tayo na hinahirapan po dito pag-solve, pero sa math. Pero simple lang po ito pag kabisado po ninyo yung formula. Madali po ito pag-aralan. Example, if the car traveled 50 kilometers per hour in 2 hours, how far did it go? Ulitin po natin ang tanong, If the car traveled 50 kilometers in 2 hours, how far did it go? So, ang given po dyan sa example na yan, given is speed 50 kilometers per hour. Yung time naman po is 2 hours. Now, sa example na ito, ang inahanap po dito is distance. Only distance is missing, so you need to solve for it. Okay? So, paano natin i-solve po yan? So, 50 kilometers that is 50 kilometers over an hour times 2 hours, that is 100 kilometers kilometer answer. The answer dyan is 100 kilometers. So, 50 kilometers, ito kph times 2 hours, that is equivalent to 100 kilometers per hour, yung answer dyan. Now, in this example, only time is missing, so you need to solve for it. The answer is 100 kilometer. Ngayon, another example. Mr. Handsome traveled at the rate of 50 kilometers per hour with a travel distance of 100 kilometers. How long did it take him to complete the journey? Ulitin po natin yung tanong. Mr. Handsome, at the rate of 50 kilometers per hour, yung speed niya, with a travel distance of 100 kilometers, yung distance niyan, how long did it take him to complete the journey? So, paano po natin isolve yan? Solving for time. So, sabi natin kanina, the formula is time equals distance over speed. So, given po yung 100 kilometer, that is the distance, over yung speed. Yung speed niya is 50 kilometers. 100 kilometer over 50 kilometers per hour. The answer is 100 over 50. The answer is 2 hours ang sagot dyan. Madali po ano? Pag alam po natin yung formula. Okay? Another example. A train traveled a distance of 200 kilometers in 5 hours. A train traveled a distance of 200 kilometers in 5 hours. Dito sa given example po, ang sinasabi dito, yung distance is 200 kilometers per hour. What is the speed? The train. What is the speed of the train? Ang tinatanong po dito is time. Ano? Paano natin i-solve po natin dito? Solving for speed. Ang formula, sabi po natin kanina, the formula of speed is speed equals distance over time. Okay? So, ang given dito is 200 kilometers in 5 hours, yung travel ng train, over 5 hours, ang hinahanap natin yung speed of the train. So, 200 kilometers over 5 hours. So, the answer is 56 kilometer per hour yung sagot niyan. So, sa example na ito, only speed is missing. So, you have got to solve for it. Okay? Dito, kailangan po natin tandaan, when dealing with average speed, you need to memorize this formula. Ang pag sinusolve natin yung average speed, kailangan po ma-memorize natin itong formula. Ano po yung formula na yan? Average speed equals the total distance over total time. Okay? Example, bigay tayo po ng example. Miss Beautiful drove 180 miles. Miss Beautiful drove 180 miles at an average speed of 60 mph and returned by the same route at an average speed of 90 mph. What was Miss Beautiful average speed for his entire trip? Okay? Ang hint po dito, you need to solve for the average speed. Okay? Sometimes it is for the round trip, the entire travel. Okay, sabi kanina natin, para ma-solve natin ito, you have got to memorize the formula. The average speed equals the total distance over the total time. So, kailangan po, mayroon kayong formula dito kasi dalawang hinihingi dito. Remember that you're solving for average speed. It means that we're talking about two different travels sa given example natin kanina. So, we have two sets given here. Yung distance, D1 equals 180 miles. Yung D2 naman, distance number 2 equals 180 miles. Yung S1 equals, yung speed equals 60 mph. Yung speed S2, yung 90 mph. So, yung time 1, yun ang hinahanap natin at saka yung time 2 dito sa given example. Distance are both 180 miles because Miss Beautiful traveled by the same route when he returned. He traveled at 60 mph initially and again returned at 60 mph. Okay? Bagamat, we cannot solve for the average speed, yet if time is missing, so we have to solve for it first. Do not and never add speed 1 and speed 2. You will get a wrong answer. stick to the right formula, adding both distance and dividing them by the total time. So ito po yung solution natin. Yung time 1, okay, yung 180 km over 60 kilometers per hour. So 180 divide 60, the answer is 3 hours. That is time 1. Yung time 2 naman, 180 kilometers over 90 kilometers per hour. So 180 over or divide by 90, that is 2 hours. So D1, distance 1 is 180 miles. Yung distance 2 naman, ganun din, 180 miles. So speed 1, 60 mph. Yung speed 2, 90 mph. Yung T1, ang sagot natin kanina is 3 hours. Yung T2, yung time 2, 2 hours. So, after having completed the table, drawing tayo. Proceed to solving the average speed. Ano po yung formula natin ng average speed? Average speed equals total distance divide total time. So, yung average speed natin, yung 180 miles plus 180 equals 360. Yung D1 at saka dito. Yung ano naman, 3 hours plus 2 hours equals 5 hours. So, 300 T1 at saka dito. 360 miles over 5 hours. The answer is 72 mph. That is the answer. Yun po yung pagsosolve ng mathematical formula sa dito po sa speed, rate, and time. Okay po, dyan lang po muna tayo mag-adjourn. Inaasahan ko po na napulutan po ninyo ng aral at magagamit ninyo sa pag-solve ng problem dito sa entrance sa Napolcom PNP PC Entrance and Promotional Examination ngayong darating na November 24, 2024. At saka kahit sa Civil Service Commission, late or any examination for that matter. At asahan ko po, kahit saan kayo naroon, naway pag-ingatan po kayo ng Panginoon at pagpalain po tayo lahat. May God bless us all. Maraming salamat po. Kuya John po ito.